Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create a seamless side-scrolling background that you can use within your apps as if you were making like a side-scrolling gamer. So we're going to create an artboard first, and that's going to have your actual side-scrolling background on it, and then we're going to have like a little viewing area where you can sort of see how that side-scrolling background would actually look in reality. So I've created my artboard. And now I've added a second artboard here, and I'm going to make that double the length just so you can see how it would look seamlessly side-scrolling. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. There can be some issues here. But yeah, we're going to want to make things as a symbol. So we want to make that artboard one as a symbol, and that means that we can sort of replicate it on artboard 2, and any changes there will also be reflected on artboard 2. So we're copying that symbol across to artboard 2 twice, and then we're going to put them side by side, and that's going to ensure that we can sort of see how our side-scrolling background will look. Cool, so you can see we've got two artboards. Artboard 1 is going to show our side-scrolling background and has a symbol so that the changes are reflected on artboard 2. So we're going to start using this little pen or node drawing tool, and we're going to draw a path that's just going to show up as like a sort of mountainy type thing on our artboard 2. And we're closing it off. Going to give this a fill so we can sort of see what it looks like. And in the layers, you actually have to drag it down into the symbol before we'll start showing on the artboard, but let's fix this up a little bit more first. So I'm using this little node tool to drag the nodes into good positions so that they don't take up so that they fill out the screen. You can use these little handles to create some nice curves that suit how you want your little side-scrolling background to look. I find these are quite fiddly. I am like quite a beginner with this pen tool though. So if you're an expert, obviously it's going to be a lot easier for you and you won't need to mess around with it as much. You can choose up the options up the top, and that will enable you to make it a smoother curve and get those handles if you want to. So there are a few different options there. Now, one of the important things to note is that, like I said earlier, you're going to need to move that curve under the symbol so that it can show on the screen. And you can see that the points don't line up well between artboard 1, between the start of artboard 1 and the end of artboard 1. To fix this, you can check what height the different nodes are at and align them to the same height. You can see they're now aligned up. So you click on one node, see what height it is, and click on the other one and adjust it to that height. Then you might need to do some adjustment of the curve just to make sure that it looks like you would want it to look. So you can see it's got a dip down, which looks quite abrupt. I'd probably want it to more sort of gradually go into that height, because it's sort of trending uphill at the start and downhill at the end. So we want it sort of trending uphill at the start and also uphill at the end, so it sort of smoothly flows into each other. So adjusting the handles, hopefully this will look a lot better. Yeah, you can see when I zoom out it looks a lot smoother and a lot more seamless. So that's kind of the gist of how you do things, but you can do things as complex as you want. Like you might want like a little moon showing, so I might add like a little circle. Once again, dragging that down under the symbol so that it shows up seamlessly. I guess an important thing to remember is that it's not all going to show on screen at one time. So it may look a bit funny inside your artboard too, but the key thing is to check is that the boundaries sort of line up well and that things aren't disjointed over the boundaries. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. If you have, please like and subscribe for more Affinity Designer 2 content.